I do not understand how anyone can support the Māori Party. The Māori Party is incredibly incompetent. It is not just that they have bad ideas. Even if you supported all of their policies, their incompetence should disqualify them. They are the most incompetent party I have ever seen in politics. They have imploded into internal infighting that still has not been resolved. 2 of their 6 MPs have been expelled from the party. That is 1/3 of their MPs. 33% of their MPs. Imagine if National or Labour expelled 33% of their MPs. It is an unprecedented level of internal chaos. They cannot even govern themselves. How are they supposed to govern the country? And they expect to be voted into cabinet after all of this. How entitled can you get? Worst of all, the internal conflict was not even ideological. It seems to have all been motivated by personal quarrels and pure, self-serving cynicism. It is deeply unusual. It does not even have an ideological facade. It is just a shameless power struggle. The Māori Party is incompetent in more ways than one. They refuse to speak to the media on the grounds that the media treat them badly. That is very weird, but it is also politically stupid. A smart politician should be in front of the cameras as much as is possible. If you are not in front of the media, you have no control of the narrative. If you do not exercise control over the narrative, you are ceding that space to your enemies. You are allowing them to shape the narrative. And that is exactly what has happened. These absolute morons refuse to speak to the media, and that lets their enemies totally dominate the narrative. They don't have a drop of strategic sense. Controlling the narrative is the most important thing in politics, and that requires you to be in front of the cameras as much as is possible. That is how you mould public perception. That is how you win votes. But these clueless idiots don't understand that. Out of spite, they refuse to engage with the media and sabotage themselves. David Seymour and Winston Peters despise the media, but notice that they are intelligent enough to put themselves in front of the media at every possible opportunity. They dictate the narrative for this very simple reason. The rhetoric of the Māori Party is also totally incompetent. Claiming that Māori are genetically superior, claiming that Caucasians are an archaic race that will soon be extinct. Openly wanting to put Maori first, praising a Putin-aligned, anti-gay African dictator. This kind of insane extremist rhetoric is political suicide. It is like they are trying to make their cause look as bad as possible. They have no tact or discipline when it comes to their messaging. They shove their foot in their mouth at every possible opportunity. The Māori Party is David Seymour's biggest asset. They make the left look terrible. They are caricatures. They will be the political right's primary argument against the left this election. I do not understand how anyone can support the Māori Party. I think their agenda is repugnant, but even if you support their agenda, I do not understand how you could support them. They are just incredibly incompetent. They are sabotaging their political cause with their complete unrestrained stupidity.